So Google Business Profile has just killed off Google My Business. Let me repeat that. Yes, you'll never need to use Google My Business ever again. Yes, GMB, Google My Business has gone forever, as from yesterday. So have you heard of Google Business Profile? Well, if you haven't, you'll soon will be hearing about it because it's the new kid on the block. After several changes we've seen with Google over the years, Google Places, Google My Business, we now get to Google Business Profile. So in today's video, I'm going to find out what's exactly happened and what these changes mean for your business as from today onwards. Now, it sounds a bit drastic losing Google My Business being buried, but let me just explain a little bit about what's happened. And also, I'm sure, like you saw this coming. And especially if you've been following this channel now for a while, you'll know in the past I've mentioned the fact that Google may start moving towards charging for the Google My Business platform. And maybe this is now the start of those changes coming through. So if you want to know what's going to be happening in the next few weeks and months ahead, then make sure that your business keeps ahead of things and give this a subscribe if you haven't done so already. Give this a like, and then I'll keep you updated with the changes and the things you need to know. So what's just happened? Well, out of the blue, it appears Google My Business has been killed off and it's now called Google Business Profile. Google's account of why they've done this is they're concerned that business owners aren't keeping their business up to date. So they're concerned that the hours aren't reliable, the information about the business isn't reliable. In fact, they're concerned that the biggest problem is that business owners aren't updating their business enough. Now, if you've been following my channel, you'll know that I've been saying you will get traction, you will get ahead of other businesses around you if you keep updating your business. And the reason being is because people aren't doing it enough. Around 50% of the businesses are just dormant. So there is advantages at the moment for those that are updating their business. And of course, if you now log into your Google My Business profile or your Google My Business listing, you'll notice there that there are some changes already beginning to show. So they want you to update your business. And even though you can still do it through the back end or the control panel, as I often refer to it, you'll notice now when you go to Google Search, when you go to Google Maps, if you do a search for your business, you'll notice you'll be able to see now how you can make greater edits towards your business and how you can keep updating through the browser front end of the search engine rather than going into the back end. And they found that was the biggest problem, was that people weren't knowing where they could log in to make the changes to their business. So Google's decided by calling it Google Business Profile that you can access your profile now wherever you see your business. But I mentioned earlier, it isn't really a surprise to anyone. And the reason I mention that is because you'll know that there's been lots of issues with Google My Business recently. It seems that the support hasn't been particularly good. You've probably come across that logo issue that's been around for a year, and they've been saying at the end of the year they're going to fix it, where you get 85% and you can't sort your logo out. You may have seen that videos, when they get uploaded, they just whirl around and round and don't seem to show. You may notice products don't show. Sometimes there's the merchant issues as well, where you can't put a product up if you've got a merchant account. Some of the posts won't be edited. In fact, on the whole, the Google My Business platform has been pretty poor for the last 12 months. And they've used the expression that COVID has perhaps affected it. But I think we're fair to say that they've probably got an improved platform in the making. We've even seen with the analytics or the insights that's changed in the last few months as well, where now you've got a much more in-depth, but you've got kind of two insights going at the same time. And now if you go to search, you'll notice when you put in your business name, or if you put in My Business, there you get a lot more information that comes up, a rich area of information where you can edit your business. So if you want to change your hours, if you want to change your categories, your business address, most things now can be done from within the browser itself. And it's the same with Google Maps. If you go to Google Maps and find your business, there also you'll find you can edit it. If you go into your knowledge panel, again, you'll see the ability to make changes there too. So it seems that Google's particularly making it easier to make the changes now. So that's one area that gives us a clue. The fact that the user interface has changed as well gave us another clue that something was in the making. So where is all this going to go now then? How is it going to turn out? Well, what I will say is there might be a clue in the acronym. So we know that the acronym for Google My Business was GMB, so we're familiar with that. But when you think about GBP, what do you think of? Well, GBP stands for Great British Pound. It stands for the currency here in England. But GBP also is Google Business Profile. You'll notice that maybe it's a case of linking with the Merchant Center. There may be better integration with regards to the products that you can sell through Google. So I think we'll probably see more of a shopping cart situation occur when these changes have gone through. But meanwhile, Google is a business and they want to make money. And not only do they make money through advertising on small businesses, but they also make money by things like you can pay a subscription to Google Guarantee, which came out a year or so ago. So could it be that this is the start of Google starting to charge for registering your business, your Google Business Profile? Well, that may be the case in the coming year or two. That's certainly what we've been suspecting. So while it is still free and while you can still optimize it, and while most people still aren't optimizing their business, what can you do today to get ahead of the game? Well, as always, I've got plenty of valuable tips on my channel, and this are 13 valuable tips that will help you get ahead today with your Google Business Profile.